Alright guys, what is up and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So, I've actually been playing a lot of this game in the last little bit. So, I've been watching like a lot of YouTubers play this game because there's so much to this game I don't fully understand. Now, I haven't sit there and just studied everything because I want to figure out some things on my own, but a good majority of the things I figured out a lot of new stuff. So unfortunately, despite how far we've gotten, I'm starting over because I have to. Now the main reason for that is because just purely because there's some things I should have done. Leave all these on default. Stress reaction, Terra, yeah, all that's done. And I'll explain once we get in. Alright, first off, let's start with our duplicates. I want a digger. We want mole hands as their main trait. If they have a really bad secondary trait, we're probably going to keep looking. Getting the traits you want is not an easy task. Come on. Is it seriously going to be this difficult to find mole hands? Here we go. Ha! Exactly. Okay, so this guy can't cook. It's fine. I don't want him cooking. Alright. And that's Harold. We got Harold. So, first of all, I wasn't paying enough attention to our guys, just plain and simple. I just wasn't paying enough attention. Alright, second off, I want a researcher. And quick learner is the one I want. Perfect. He can't do doctoring errands, that's fine. Finally, I want a builder. And I can't remember the thing for building. Ooh, no, definitely don't want decreased strength. In fact, I'd rather want someone with more strength. Haha, buff. And can't do doctoring errands. Luckily, none of these guys are going to be my doctors. So I got Harold, Stinky, and Bert. Yeah, we'll call it the Unstoppable Gang. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so right off the back, we're going to go ahead and pause it. So we're going to be doing a lot. We're going to be taking this slower than what we were doing before. That's our biggest issue, is we were going way too fast. Now I've watched several different people play this game, and they all have different ways of playing it. Now I'm going to adapt it for my own. First thing we're going to want to do is get some dirt. Alright, we're going to dig that way. And we're going to dig this way. Okay, once we do that, we'll have resources to build things. So let's go ahead and let them go at that for a minute. I also learned quite a bit of interesting things. Number one, this is oxalate. It can be mined, but if you do so, it loses half its mass, meaning it'll produce half the amount of oxygen, which is exactly what this stuff right here does. It produces oxygen for early game, so we don't have to worry about producing it first off. Okay, the first thing we want to get done is we want to get bathrooms made. Temporary bathrooms for now, and we'll fix it later. And something I didn't do is I didn't talk about all these overlays, guys. These are important. Each one of these overlays do something. This is the oxygen overlay. This is how much breathable air we have. Bright blue is very breathable, meaning they have no problem breathing in that area. Blue means it's breathable, meaning they can breathe in the area. Purple means barely breathable, meaning like some of this area. And then the red means it's usually like carbon dioxide or something like that that's blocking it up. Okay, and then next up we have power, which we don't have any power. Temperature, which is not a huge deal right now. Looks like this water's really fucking hot. Oh, yeah, that's right. I changed it to Fahrenheit. So it looks like the comfortable temperature for this game is about 72 degrees. So yeah, it looks like they get in the 90s up here. And that's the polluted oxygen area. Okay. Next up we have minerals. This I can cipher it down. I can click on metals and show where all the metals are, which is a really useful thing. I need to use that more. Gold, copper. We're nowhere near iron yet, so looks like gold is in the slimy biomes, so that'll be a useful thing later. Minerals, looks like sandstone, sedimentary rock. Okay. Filtration medium, sand, consumable ore, coal. Alright. Alright. Quite a bit of coal, actually. Organic. So this is like algae, but that also applies to slime, so you have to be careful with that. But that's a good way to detect things. Cultivative soil. This is dirt and fertilizer. Ooh, natural growing fertilizer. That's interesting. Fertilizer over here too. That's good to know. And then gases. This breaks up oxygen, carbon dioxide. It tells me everything I need to know. Say carbon dioxide, oxygen, etc. Polluted oxygen down like right over here, like the light blue stuff there. And then finally liquids. We have water, polluted water. Yeah. Looks like 72 degrees is the common. And I switched it to Fahrenheit. That's just because that's the natural thing I use. So, I'll definitely need to mess with that. Light overlay. This tells you where there's emitting light, which there's only one light source in the game right off the bat, and that's your main area. Plumbing, which we don't have any plumbing set up. Ventilation, which we don't have any ventilation. Decor. The decor is always something you're going to deal with. Loose items. And decor is important because decor actually adds or removes from morale, which morale is something you want to have. This apparently has a high decoration point, but these have a negative decoration point, so you got to be careful with that. Germs, which we haven't ran into any yet. We probably won't until we get into the slimy areas. You see, all the slime has a lot of germs, which we'll have to worry about figuring out once we get there. Farming, plants, etc., etc. Like you can see these right here. Ooh, bristles. Good. Those will be useful. So that's probably what I'm going to grow for food. And then this is one of the biggest ones. So this is the room outlays. This tells you whether or not you got a room. See, there's no doors, no walls, no nothing like that, so it calls this a miscellaneous room. It has 120 tiles right now, 2 buildings, and apparently there's a creature in here somewhere, and 5 plants. It's just a miscellaneous room, so it has no effect. It does nothing. So there's quite a bit of different things we have to worry about. We want to try to get a latrine made. So and a latrine requires a wash basin, and we'll set up 2 of them, and it requires plumbing. And with that, we're also going to put a door. And normally in most of the buildings you'll have tile for the floor, ceiling, and walls, but you can use natural tiles to block off a room. So that will be the first room. Alright, and with that I'm also going to stair step down here and dig out another room right here. We'll put door on it as well. And we're going to put some beds in here. Do 4 of them for now. Just let's do 5 in case we get 2 more duplicates. Alright, we're going to let them do their job for a minute. Alright, so they've got the bathroom pretty much finished. I'm working on making access to this water so that way they can get water for the wash basins. I went ahead and prioritized this wall right here so that way they build it before digging downward here. I'm also working on digging a path down here so I can store all the carbon dioxide that we're going to get from the base. Okay, let's increase the priority of all this. There we go. Hold on. I forgot to fix the schedules too. So, scheduling is another important feature. So, we're going to have, first of all, bath time is not important. They can do it during their downtime. Second of all, sorry, let me fix that. I didn't mean to do that. Second of all, we need to take away one of their downtime. Move it to one of their sleep time, because they only need 2 hours of sleep. Well, 2 sections of sleep. Yeah, I guess it's 2 hours. Now, eventually we will increase these downtime amounts. 2 hours is more than enough sleep for a duplicate to rest up. Once their sleep meter is full, they're able to get back to work. And it only takes 2 hours to do that. So, another thing to, and I know that's just like running machines. Another thing is we, as the base gets bigger and they have to try go much further, we have to increase their downtime. Now I want to change up this schedule a little bit because I want them all 3 to be on separate schedules. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, 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 and then. Okay, now before I move any of them to the next schedules, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and move them. Put Stinky here, and put Harold here. There we go. Now they're all on different schedules. Okay, we need to finish these beds. There you go. Good job. There we go. Now they all have a bed. And if I check the room overlay, you see how they've changed colors? Well, now this is a latrine and this is a barracks. So they all get morale boosts from that, which is what I wanted to do before we start doing their skills. So none of them have skills yet because you have to print out new duplicates to get skills. This guy's got 3 morale, this guy's got 2, and this one's got 1. We're definitely going to work on boosting his morale, probably by giving him hard digging, because that's a skill he wants. Alright, get that pitcher pump set in here. Got it right there. Let me make sure I'm not building at a priority of... Yeah, let me change that priority level. Let me replace that. Okay, and that needs to be set to left only. I also learned something. Disinfecting toilets is pointless as long as they're washing their hands when they leave, because the toilets will automatically just keep generating germs. So it's a good idea to consistently be cleaning them. Well, not be cleaning them, because it's just more or less a waste of time. Alright, we got that happening. Okay. Okay, it looks pretty good. Alright. Next thing we want, let's go ahead and pause it real quick. They're going to keep working on digging down. So I want to get all this carbon dioxide down here. So we're going to go down here. And then I'll we'll have them dig some of this out. Let's try not to get too close to that slime. Oof, that's a lot of sand. Cancel from right there. Okay. Oof, that's got slime on it. We could be, as long as we don't dig it out, we should be fine. Okay. This will open up this room, give us a bunch of resources, and it'll give a place for all that carbon dioxide to go on our base. Let's go ahead and dig out through here as well. Alright, cool. Water source is set up. Dig through there, and through here. Alright, so here's a good situation, what we have going on now. So one of our duplicates has now gone to bed, but the other two are still working. By the time this one gets up, the next bunch will be getting ready to go to bed. And I want to fix something real quick to get that out of the way for one. Oxalite dropping on my shit. And number two, I want to put all edibles in this, and I want to highly prioritize that. The reason why is because you'll eventually see like these little critters coming around, walking around, called hatches or hatchlings, and they're fine creatures, but they'll eat anything, literally. In fact, there's one right there. They'll eat basically anything, and if you have food laying around, they're just going to eat it. You kind of need that for early game food. And as long as we continue expanding and stuff, these guys won't have too much of an issue with food, because they'll find muckroot and stuff as they're digging. Look at your breath, genius. There you go. I don't like doing tasks like this because they have to catch their breath a lot. But once it's done, we'll have a place to filter out all that carbon dioxide. And it looks like it's going to be a bit before we go any lower anyway, so it'll work out great. I want to dig down just a little bit deeper here and get all that metal ore dug up so we can use it. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, so we got into the researcher. I think I'd rather have this, because this one's got a strength. So this could actually be used. And it's even got increased machinery, which will help with operating those electronics. In fact, yeah, let's go ahead and get her. That sounds very useful, actually. Pause. Let's go over here to the priorities tab. So this is another thing I did not utilize enough. Number one, no one needs to be cooking. We don't have any reason to be cooking right now. Tidying is fine. Decorating is not necessary. There should only be one researcher, and they're going to prioritize researching. Operating, I'm definitely going to make Catalina prioritize operating. I want Harold prioritizing digging and attacking. I want Bert prioritizing building. So anytime there's a building task, I want him to prioritize it because he's faster at it. Toggling, not super important. Life support, not super important. We don't really have anyone that's really proficient in those things yet. Farming is not allowed yet. We don't have a farmer or a rancher. And I think I might utilize someone. You've got really good high prioritizing, so we're going to set you up for storing as well, and supplying. Okay. Don't have any doctors yet. Not that we have any. Wouldn't have any anyway. So I think that'll do it. You can also do the tidying tasks. Okay. I think that'll do it for now. When you prioritize them to do the things they're better at, they'll try to be the first ones to get there and do that task, and they're faster at it than the other people in the colony. I'm just trying to make sure we have plenty of resources before we get started on other things. Okay, with that oxalite above us now out of the way, I do want to start construction on something above us. Go ahead and set those tiles down, and we will start digging out some stuff here. About right there. We'll set up some tiles right through there. We'll set this up for our research and oxygen production. Actually, I think I'll make the mess hall here, and then the research and oxygen production will actually be over here. I like that idea better. Okay. Things are looking pretty good up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up... Now most people only do like one, and I know that helps keep from having too many duplicates doing this. going to try to centralize the oxygen distributor. I know with me, I like to go big or go home with a lot of my builds, but I've come to realize that that's not the best way to handle that. I need to make sure I replace that. Forgot that they can't put There's no wire hooked up to that? It's not. There we go. Now I can get it crossed. Okay, we definitely are going to need to get a food source here soon. In order to do that, I think it'd be best for us to get straight into research. Since we have a researcher designated, let's get straight into that. Let's get farming going right away. Yeah, let's get those farming tiles. They're a lot better. And I want to get that grill anyway. Yep, get to work, Stinky. Do we have any skill points yet? Catalina has a skill point because we printed her. And she's got 3 morale. She is... Yeah, let's give her strength. That'll give her a morale boost. I understand how morale works. I do want to bring up the priority of this a little bit, so that way they'll prioritize this over normal builds. There we go. Now we have oxygen being distributed. I think temporarily we're going to set up a second oxygen distributor over here so he can breathe. Alright guys, he finished his research. And now we can also put down mess tables in here. There we go. And make a mess hall. So that way they have a place to eat, and it helps also boost morale. They'll get there. Alright, things are looking pretty good, guys. Let's take a look at research again. There's nothing in the food category I want to work on yet. Wouldn't mind getting the jumbo battery and maybe the coal generator, but it might be a little early for that. They have a place to eat. We should probably work on getting farming set up. I do want to go ahead and set up the tiles for the farming. We're going to need a pretty good sized farm, so I'm going to go ahead and stretch this bit out. I'm going to separate it into rooms though. Oh, actually, I do know what I want to research. Once he finishes that, I gotta get him on researching something else. I'm gonna increase the priority of that since they seem to be prioritizing other things over it. That's why, because everything's prioritizing at 9 again. I don't need it to. Oh, wait, no, that needs to stay level 9. Nothing down here is at priority 9, right? Yeah, okay. We're good. Alright. There we go. Now it's got oxygen. I'm going to bring it down to a 6. That was another thing I used too often was the level 9 priority. I'm just like, alright, do this. Oh, wait, no, I want you to do this. If I leave it at a normal priority system, at a 5, the priorities of the individual characters will help decide what gets done. We have people designated for specific tasks for a reason. Kind of need to dig all this out in order to get that working. And I need to figure out how to make a greenhouse. It can be a maximum of 96 tiles, and it has to have a farm station in it, which I think I've already unlocked. No, I did not. Okay, so 96 tiles divided by 4 is 14. Meaning it would have to stop right here. So let's cancel that dig. Let's place out this guy. Let's also actually cancel these two as well. So we're going to a farming station right here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can do 10 farming tiles in a single room. Well, technically I could do... We can do one more. Food. So I can do... Nah, I like the number 10. Let's deconstruct that. Yeah. Deconstruct that. Put this in its place. And another duplicate apparently. Okay, real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the last one is a nope. And 2 for another farming station. Then we'll slap this over it. Which will require me to go over here and dig some of this out. I'm not still building with those here. Yeah, I am. Damn it. Prioritize 5. I don't need that prioritized. Let's take a look at this real quick. So we got salt water. Ooh, tidying. Ooh, both of these are tidying. So he's a snorer, which is annoying. And this guy's biohazardous is not that big a deal. Squeamish is not that big a deal. Irritable bowel is not that big a deal. Snoring is pretty rough though. And but that trait isn't super useful. A doctor is definitely not something we need yet. So that would probably be unnecessary. I think for now we might just pass on all this. Yeah, that strength though, that makes this a really strong duplicate. What I need is a farmer, so we're gonna pass. We're gonna reject all. Yeah, reject all. And that's something I've learned is, I know for the longest time I was always just accepting a duplicate every time I could. And that's not how the game is intending you to do that. Okay, something I need to get started here very soon is I need to get a power generation set up for specifically food related products. I need to deconstruct 2 of these batteries and put in a jumbo battery. I need to get the grill set up. Again with the priorities. Fuck it, just let him build it. Okay, I need to get the researcher going again because I need lights. Because in order to grow the bristleberries that I'm wanting to grow, I need to clean it up. Okay, so he's cleaning that up. Looks like they're finally almost done down here. Okay, I might designate somebody to do the farming tasks for now. 0, 0, 0, 0. None of my duplicates have any farming ability. Great. Alright, well, I'm just going to let them all do... I'm going to let them all work on it together since none of them are any good at it. And I want to grow blossom seeds. Plant. Copy. I want it to go in all my plants. I need to get some storage set up so I can do some cleanup in the base. I think it'd be a pretty good idea I do it down here near this water source. Turn off that priority stuff. That's getting annoying. So that's going to end up dropping anyway, so... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and disable this oxygen distributor for now, because I don't want to be burning through all that algae. It's not necessary to be producing this much. I think eventually I might turn this into my water tank. I do want to clean it out first, though. How are we looking on skills? Ooh, everybody unlocked one. Cool. Alright, so Bert, improved construction, advanced research, and hard digging. That was a pretty easy no-brainer. Everybody's morale is looking good. I'm loving it. Got a lot of morale. And for now, I don't think we've learned... Okay, don't want polluted dirt, so... Everything but polluted dirt. And wait, does that mean we've already produced our first polluted dirt? Yes, we did. Shit, I didn't see that. Okay, so in that case, I want to slap a storage down in the water over here. And I actually do want to prioritize that one. Okay, this one is going to be a level 9 for polluted dirt. The reason why I'm putting it in here is I learned that things that emit gas cannot emit them when they have water covering part of them. You can also put them underwater like this. And this will prevent them from creating polluted oxygen. Did they already put it in there? That was quick. There's no point of disinfecting that. So leave it alone. Because you're not going to get the germs off of that. Actually, no, re-enable that. Okay. Everything but that. Copy the settings. And what we're going to do is... yeah, we're going to leave it as is for now. Alright, I need to do some cleanup. I need to be doing this at a level 9. Zoom out. Clean all that up. Clean all that up. And clean all that up. I'm gonna put a tile at the bottom of those stairs. And actually, I'm gonna do the smart thing here. Okay. And actually, cancel all this right there. And then instead, I can just do this. Do a high priority dig right here. And then do it again here. High priority dig here and here. There we go. And that will cause them to dig out the spots and push the resources down. Hold up. Yeah, don't do that yet. Start with the top one. Don't dig out the floors yet, because I wanted all the resources from the top floor to drop down. I do want to do a pickup on that one. If I do it this way, they'll dig up the floor and it'll drop down to the next floor. And if all the resources are sitting right on the storages, it's going to be pretty easy to clean up. And at the same time, I'm cleaning up my base and making it look nice. Okay. Now we'll do the next floor. Okay, that's done. Do the same thing for right here. Getting all this, these things out of the bedrooms and the bathroom and the dining room area will improve morale, so that's the main reason I'm wanting to do that. Keep the morale level up. Alright, now that we have all these resources down here, we can do a level 9 sweep and clean all that crap up. Picking all this stuff up should be much quicker now. I just noticed the water level of this, the polluted water level, is starting to get a little high. So we need to make a... I think what we're going to do is we're going to make what's called a water lock. And the way we're going to do that is... we got to dig... here, 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 and here. Yeah. Then we're going to put a pitcher pump right here. And that'll do it. Because what we're going to end up doing is we're going to put a pitcher pump. Okay, if I'm going to do this though, I need to have a wash basin set up right here. So what I'm doing is something I actually learned while playing other players. If water is actually touching the floor and ceiling, creating like a wall effect, it actually prevents gases from flowing in or out. So it means we don't have to worry about all the nasty stuff getting out. Now, the main reason I'm doing what I'm doing right now is I'm putting this wash basin in here, setting it to the direction of right, prioritizing that to a level of 9. Then I'm going to set this to water, prioritizing that at a level of 9, and turning on auto bottle so that way they can get it from anywhere. And just to be sure it actually works appropriately, I'm going to set this here, this here, this here, this here, this here, and that there. Just to make sure it's 100% working correctly. We might go ahead and print a new duplicate. I don't know. Immune to food poisoning. Okay. Yeah, Marie could work. Yeah, let's go with Marie. Get another duplicate in here. I want to prioritize this whole build. Oh, it is already prioritized. Let's go ahead and cancel all that. All that. All that. I don't need you guys cleaning any of this up right now. I want you guys to focus on task at hand. Alright. That is at that level. Somebody should be working on filling that up here shortly. Alright, we need to get lighting set up. Did that get finished? Yes, it did. So, lights. Wish I could see dang thing. So... there and there ought to do the trick. Have to set up floor tiles. Just do floor tiles and all that. Okay, still waiting for water. Is anybody gonna get that water for me? Anybody? Okay, now these ones can grow, assuming the battery is charged. Oh, speaking of which, I never hooked up the new jumbo battery here. Really like it if somebody would bring me some water down here. It says available. 8.5 tons. Anybody want to help me out here? Somebody want to grab that water for me? Oh, that's what's going on. I didn't notice that. Stop. Okay. What on earth are you guys doing? These aren't set to high priority. Why are you guys doing that? Oh shit, I messed up. Son of a bitch. Deconstruct. Okay, now put the water basin, this basin in here. We've almost got it set up, and I want to turn this to the right. Priority of 9, so it stays filled. Alright, this is done. We can deconstruct it. Okay, that's all done. With that in mind, now we can actually dig over here. And then we can put that pitcher pump in here. Bottle emptier, my mistake. Now, this is a situation where they start getting into germy areas. Check that out. Look at that. They come in with germy, they come out ungermy. And this prevents any polluted oxygen from escaping that area. Sweet! And now we have a place to put our polluted oxygen, or polluted water. That's really close to being full. I can't deposit anything until I have access to it, though. Go ahead and lay that out. Let's switch that up. Alright, so let's take a look at the new girl. Go ahead and increase her on attacking and in digging. Oh, stretch my leg out. Oh. Whew. Okay, so let's take a look. Another digger. Really wish we had somebody that was good for cooking and farming. Alright. Give her super hard digging. Alright. We need to get research going. Let's see. Scroll up. Let's get advanced research taken care of next. Alright, thing. Stop it. There we go. That's what I think needs to be learned. And then I'll follow it up with a rock crusher there. Alright, so we finally got our first thing of polluted water. So now, yep, there it is. And prioritize that. Alright, now one downside to what I just did is that water I just put in there is very germy. So you always want to clean it off. Hold on. Don't just be packing shit out here. I would very much like you guys to not bring that up here. So I don't want that. Man. At least it's going down. There's no polluted oxygen in the air, so it looks like the germs do go away eventually. Alright. Alright. Well, I think that's about a good wrapping up point there, guys. I'd say I call this a much better clean start. We are keeping germs out of the base for the most part, except for the one, which I'm not too happy about. But it'll go away eventually. They're cleaning up the base on their own. I'm not making them do it anymore. So, yay to that. Research is definitely getting done, which I completely appreciate. Let's get a advanced research station up. And then we're going to start researching all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay. I want to get... Oh, I need to get the rock crusher. Yeah, that guy right there. Fertilizer, acorn, husbandry. I'm not looking to do that. I'm not looking to do ranching yet. A rancher would be good, and I can probably get them to do farming for now. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a rancher. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's top priorities. Farming is going to be now something that no one does except for him. He's going to do farming and ranching. I don't want him doing any attacking. He's not allowed to attack. I don't want him doing... Well, actually, yeah. That's fine. I don't want him doing any... I want him doing any building or digging. I want him to focus primarily on farming. He can do a little operating, tidying, and toggling, and life support. I don't know why I turned those up. Supplying and storing. Well, he needs to be able to supply in order to farm properly. So. Cool. We're looking pretty good so far. Alright. Well guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I think I'm going to let... I think I'm going to start just doing a little bit of research. Well, I don't want to do too much off camera, so probably not. I may go ahead and record a second episode of this back to back, just so I can get ahead of it. We got some interesting things that we can build now, so... Anyway, guys, that's going to have to do it for this episode. We got a pretty good head start. I'd say this is a much better start to a cycle than what we had before. We've got to get some food figured out soon. These 5 duplicants don't eat a lot on their own, but it's not going to last long. So we got to get food figured out. The bristleberries are not going to last too long. We've got a farmer now, which is going to help. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and give him the skill farming. Travado. Yes, because he's got to have it in order to get the critter ranching. Catalina, we're going to give her improved construction, and we'll call it there. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell down below to let you know when I upload videos to YouTube. Also, be sure to let me know down in the comments anything you want to see, if there's anything I did in this video that you want to criticize. But that's going to have to do it for me, guys, so I'll see all your beautiful faces in the next video. Bye, guys!